16 signs he wants you badly sexually. Greetings to all our viewers. We are thrilled to have you join us once again on our channel. Today's topic is a highly requested one that we believe many of you will find intriguing and informative. We'll be delving into the topic of 16 signs that a man deeply desires you sexually. This is a matter that countless women have been curious about, and we're delighted to provide some guidance and insight on the subject. Regardless of whether you're single and looking for a partner or already in a committed relationship and seeking clarity about your partner's intentions, this video is sure to be a valuable resource. We encourage you to sit back, relax, and enjoy as we share our knowledge and experience. Sign number 1. He can't stop staring at you. If you notice that he stares at you a lot, it's a pretty good sign that he wants you sexually. It's almost like he's undressing you with his eyes. When a guy is really into a woman, he can't help but look at her, even when she's not looking back. So, if you catch him staring at you, it may be because he's imagining getting intimate with you. Sign number 2. He touches you a lot. Another sign he has a strong sexual attraction to you is if he's always touching you. Guys are naturally touchy-feely when they're attracted to a woman. Whether it's a quick brush of his hand on your shoulder or a lingering hug, he's always making physical contact with you. A clear indication of a man's sexual attraction towards you is when they show an increase in physical touch. Sign number 3. He talks dirty to you. Let me tell you, if a guy starts talking dirty to you, it's a certain sign that he's got the hots for you. Guys often use dirty talk as a way to turn up the heat and show their desire. So if you find yourself on the receiving end of some steamy messages or whispered sweet nothings, you can be pretty sure that he wants you bad, like really, really bad. Sign number 4. He always talks about sex. When a guy often brings up the topic of sex in conversations with you, it's pretty obvious that he's interested in you sexually. This is a common way for guys to figure out if you share the same interest with them. So if you find that you're having more and more chats about sex with him, it's a good indication he'd like to get closer to you. Sign 5. He flirts with you. You know what's a huge sign that a guy wants you sexually? Flirting. Yep, guys will often use their charming skills to get closer to you and make you feel at ease. It's like their way of saying, hey, I like you and I want you to know it. So if you're noticing that you're being flirted with more often, then it's pretty safe to say that he's got the hots for you. Sign number 6. He compliments you a lot. Alright, let's talk about compliments from guys. You may have heard if a guy is always complimenting you, it could mean he's into you sexually. Now, there's some truth to that. Guys do often use compliments to boost your confidence and make you feel good. But if you're noticing an increase in compliments, it could also be a sign that he's really interested in you in a romantic or sexual way. So keep that in mind and trust your instincts. Sign 7. He asks you out. It's a common question that many women ask themselves. Why is he always asking me out? While it's possible that he just enjoys your company, there's often a deeper motive behind his persistent invitations. Let's face it, guys typically use dates as an opportunity to get to know someone better and build a connection. If he asks you out, it's most probably because he's attracted to you on a sexual level. Sign 8. He tries to get close to you. Have you ever noticed a guy who seems to be trying to get close to you all the time? Well, it's probably because he's attracted to you sexually. You know, guys can be pretty obvious about it sometimes. They might try to sit next to you, stand close to you, or even reach out to touch you. And if you're feeling like your personal space is being invaded, then chances are he really wants you. Sign number 9. He's always smiling at you. It's quite apparent that if a gentleman is always wearing a smile when in your company, he is strongly attracted to you in a sexual manner. Men commonly exhibit this behavior as a means of expressing their interest and letting you know that they're drawn to you. So, if you observe a significant increase in how much he smiles when he's around you, it's a strong indication that he's yearning for you. Sign 10. He's always laughing at your jokes. Have you ever wondered if a guy is into you just because he laughs at all of your jokes? Well, here's the thing. Laughing at your jokes could be a sign that he's really interested in you in more than just a friendly way. Sometimes guys do this to show that they're attracted to you and want to get closer to you. So if you notice him laughing at your jokes more than usual, there's a good chance he's really into you and wants to take things to the next level. Sign 11. He wants to impress you. So, have you ever noticed that some guys seem to go out of their way to impress you? Well, that's a pretty clear sign that they're interested in you sexually. They might show off their skills, knowledge, or possessions, but the bottom line is that they want you to notice them and desire them in the same way that they desire you. Now, I know a lot of guys show off most of the time anyways, but it's happening all the time with a certain guy and he seems to direct these efforts at you, then it's important to recognize that he's not just being friendly. He's trying to make a move, and it's up to you to decide if you feel the same way or not. Sign 12. He pays you a lot of attention. It's a common way for guys to show their attraction and let you know they're interested. So if you've noticed him giving you more attention lately, there's a good chance he's giving you a hint that he wants you in a sexual way. Keep your eyes open for other signs too, but this is definitely one to keep in mind. Sign 13. He brings you gifts. If you're wondering if a guy is into you, one thing to look out for is if he's always showering you with gifts. Some guys use gift giving as a way to show their interest and let you know that they're attracted to you. It's a way for them to try to win some favor with you and hopefully win your affection. If you're finding yourself on the receiving end of lots of presents, it could be a sign that a guy is hoping to get physical with you. Remember, no matter how many gifts a man gives, you do not owe him anything in return. Sign 14. He makes time for you. One big thing to look out for is whether a guy makes time for you. If you find he's always there for you, ready to hang out and spend time together, then it may be because he has an ulterior motive. He may just be optimistic, thinking the more you hang out together, the higher the likelihood of some action. Generally, guys make time for someone they're attracted to. Sign 15. He talks about your future together. Pay attention to the way he talks about the future. It's a common tactic for guys to bring up the future when they're trying to show their interest and attraction towards someone. So if you find yourself being discussed in future plans, it's a clue that he wants to take things to a more physical level with you. It's important to note that not all guys who talk about the future with you are only interested in you sexually. Some men may genuinely want to build a future with you based on emotional connection and compatibility. Sign number 16. He loves touching your hair. This gesture is actually a way for guys to show their attraction towards you in a subtle way. By touching your hair, they can feel physically close to you and demonstrate their desire to be closer to you emotionally as well. It's a way for him to express his interest without being too obvious or making you feel uncomfortable. So if you have a guy who can't seem to keep his hands off your hair, there's no doubt that he's sexually attracted to you. This doesn't necessarily mean that he only sees you in a physical way, but it's definitely a sign that he wants to take things to the next level. These are just 16 signs that a guy wants you sexually. Of course, not all guys are the same, and some may show more or less of these signs. But if you find yourself with a guy who's showing several of these signs, it's a pretty good bet that he wants you intimately. When it comes to dating, it's essential to take control of your own desires and set boundaries that align with your comfort level. You have the power to make the decisions that will determine the course of your relationship. However, to make informed decisions, communication with your partner is crucial. If you're unsure about his intentions, the best course of action is to initiate an open and honest dialogue to gain clarity about where he stands and what he expects from the relationship. By doing so, you'll not only gain a better understanding of your partner, but also be able to make informed decisions about your own boundaries and expectations. We hope you enjoyed today's video and that the information we shared was useful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more valuable dating advice and tips. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.